Welcome back. We're a burb. How's it going?
I'm a burb now.
How's it going, everybody? We're a burb.
I'm a burb. Look at how I'm a burb. Everyone, no.
I don't want to be a bird.
Did I click on?
It's time for bird.
It's pretty though.
It's bird time.
Look at how pretty it is.
It's bird time, bitches.
Right, so last time I killed the man who used to sit in this cold chair.
Now it's our cold chair.
And he's dead, and I took his clothes.
We took his clothes. Those aren't his clothes.
Those aren't his clothes.
We're a bird.
But I realized when I went back to the place.
The place with the thing.
The place where the doll hangs out, or whatever.
The place where there's a doll and some weird schmeagles and top hats. You know the one.
Yeah.
You've been there before.
Anyway.
Surely.
I realized that I could get the crow feather garb, and I was like, why don't I do that? So I killed, like... And I was telling Sarah this, I was like, I have not farmed this entire game. Not for levels, anyway. Like, I've just gone to the area, killed the dudes, maybe I die and I kill a couple extra dudes on the way back.
Because this is the Dark Souls way.
Yeah. But I have not farmed for levels, so I just went through, I got the Evelyn.
We missed that last time.
Yeah, I missed it. But I was like, oh, I'll equip that. It's like the best pistol in the game. But you need 18 blood tinge. I'm not going to do that.
That's too much.
That's too much to get. On top of like having to farm up the stones and the chunks and whatever to bring it up to the level of my pistol, which is now like 7 or 8.
Look at those weird dogs.
Yeah, there's some tall dogs.
Some really tall-legged dogs.
I remember actually, my sister and I went on vacation. And we were in Denmark. And there was a bunch of statues in Copenhagen of like horses, and, like dudes on horses. And I would say very loudly, I'd be like, wow, look at that tall dog. And she'd be like, stop.
You're embarrassing me.
People are going to think we're stupid as hell.
Stupid Americans. Haven't you seen a horse before?
Oh, unopened summon. Wait, what does that do?
What do I do?
What, can I go to another Canehurst?
Oh,
do you know what that is?
So Canehurst, the second one?
Oh, calling someone to Canehurst. Okay.
Oh, you could summon someone.
Can I like select it? Display.
Like the first of its kind. It is an invitation to Canehurst.
Oh, whoops. I'm sorry.
But it has a blue seal. And you can't read it because Brendan's flipping around.
But for whom it is, I know it lacks an addressee. So it could be for me.
It could be for your mom. You don't know.
Neil. Can I kill her? Oh, look at this. Excellent bow.
I think you get that gesture, don't you?
Watashi wa Annalise.
Watashi wa Annalise-san.
She's queen of the vile bloods, right?
Yeah.
I'm in search of power. Swear the oath.
I don't even know what you're trying to say right now.
Power, dude. I want power.
You want power?
From Chainsaw Man.
Oh yeah, that's a show.
So hot. Anyways,
enough with your simping. Take your oath.
They canceled it. It's gone now. They don't do that show anymore. They stopped making it.
It's a shame. It's a shame. They shouldn't have canceled it. It was fun.
But yeah,
it's a weird show to recommend to people.
I love it. It's so cool. I'll watch it again. It's so cool. It's just like there's some shows where it's just like it's just cool. You know what I mean? I think she's like giving me a venereal disease.
Yeah, probably. Yep.
I don't know that I want to be a vile blood. Can I kill her? Do I get anything from killing her? Can you look it up real quick before I waste everyone's time?
Sure.
Corruption.
Now that you're corrupted.
And I got respect.
Can kill vile blood queen? Question mark?
So she's like the PvP chick. Like you kill people and you bring blood dregs to her. And if you're good enough to get here, then you deserve to do big PvP. If killed,
she drops 4,200 blood echoes and queenly flesh. She can be revived by taking the queenly flesh to the altar of despair in Upper Cathedral Ward after defeating Ebrietas, which we did.
Oh. Well, what does that give you? If I kill her and resurrect her, what do I get?
I don't know.
I'm getting...
But she's a part of Alfred's quest line, who you also killed.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's very dead.
All right, well, I got the vile blood.
Super dead.
Now she's going to be dead.
By taking the
You don't have to read the whole
The
thing.
altar is improvised with the remains of what either is a being similar to Rom or Rom herself. When the queenly flesh is offered to this altar, one can assume that there is an underlying connection between the Great Ones and the Vile Bloods.
I mean, sure, everyone's connected to the Great Ones.
Yeah, everyone's connected a little bit.
Can I actually kill her? Is she even killable? I mean, I guess you said that she drops flash or whatever, like...
I don't know if you can kill her here.
Wait, really?
I don't know, is what I'm
What
saying.
if I kneel?
Well.
Are you done stabbing me?
Are you done with that?
So you can't kill her here?
She also might have a connection to Lady Maria.
Cool.
Oh,
I killed her.
Oh.
You're full of shit.
I just said I didn't know. So now I know. And it's done. It's done. She's dead.
She's not dropping any flesh, though. I'm such a murder hobo.
Give me your flesh.
I really am. She's just crying on the ground.
Give me your flesh.
Can't
Maybe
even
she's
hurt her
not dead.
now.
Maybe she's not dead. If you can still talk to her, she's not dead enough.
No, she's dead.
All right.
Wasting time.
Okay.
Oh, there's a lamp here. Isn't that nice?
Oh, now you can come back and check on her and see how dead she
she's
is.
still dead later. Listen, I joined your covenant, and now you're dead.
Hey, people out there, don't invite Brennan to your covenant.
Like,
okay?
like maybe you should have looked at my resume a little bit more carefully. Maybe you would have seen that Alfred was dead. The only
Maybe
person
you
I'm
would have
not-
seen that I'm wearing stolen bird clothes.
Literally, the only person in this whole game that I'm not going to kill is not even a person.
Yeah.
Like, how is she taller than me?
She's tall, dude.
I just realized that.
She's like 20 feet tall.
You have a very poor conception of height.
No, she's
Okay.
probably like 6 foot 10.
All right, so I guess I'm going to do this,
I don't know.
right?
I don't know.
I mean, where else is there to go?
That seems like the place to go. It's
Black Church Gob.
it's the one thing to do on the sticky headstone. So
Yeah. I like the school. Okay, confession time.
all right,
Ready?
I'm ready. I think.
Are you afraid?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm properly
Pushed
afraid.
over that hamster cage, so
Yeah.
no. You can tell I'm not pulling any punches.
I can tell you're not messing around.
I love school. I love academia. I love like the whole thing. Seriously.
Okay, this
like-
doesn't scare me as much as I thought it
Well,
would.
it'll get there.
Oh, we're getting
just,
there.
Just wait.
Okay, I'm prepared to be
So-
spooked.
No,
Oh
but
God.
You know this about me. I love it. I just love everything about it. I love settings like this.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me that I like this. And there are so many people, and it's common, and I totally understand it, and I have no problem with these people who hate school. And they had a bad experience in school, or multiple bad experiences. The whole thing was terrible.
Because school isn't really designed to be good for everyone, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's right. Exactly. And by the way, not a good student. Did not have a good time in school. Okay? Seriously. I'm at odds with myself on this point.
Interesting.
Like, I seriously did not. I ate alone behind a portable.
Aw.
For lunch, I had no friends.
Brendan, no.
The only enjoyment I got was art class, and I took a lot of Spanish, and I took a bunch of AP classes that were hard,
Yeah.
and I barely got any college credit anyway from taking the stupid tests, and I was bad at math, and I'd be in double block algebra 2
Yeah, get his knees.
like a fool, okay? But at the same time, I was reading Plato's Republic. You know?
That's a weird juxtaposition.
Like, no, it's just I clearly excelled in some areas and then was terrible in others. And I've always liked science, but I don't I'm not good at it. So that's also like I like the understandings, right? You know, like the popular science type pop science understandings, you know? In other words, if Neil deGrasse Tyson can explain it to me in his dulcet tones, I love that. But I don't want to do the science. Are you kidding? Fuck that. I mean, the whole thing is
do a science.
Science is not just
It's a direct
understandings.
quote from you.
Science is a process. You know, it's a thing that you do. It's an activity. You know
Your
what I mean?
understanding of it evolves as you discover new things.
Not your understanding. I mean, just as a field. You know, like you talk about the field of mathematics. It's the same thing. It's a constant front of discovery. Science is a practice. It's something you do. In other words, anyway.
Everyone knows you do a science.
Without getting another stupid communion rune. Great. And now I can carry around 30,000 blood vials like a normie.
You should go down there and attend that personal development seminar they're holding in that theater.
I just might. But anyway.
Ooh, spooky hatch.
Should I do Patch's quest?
Yeah, why not?
Or should I kill him?
Patches is a classic.
Okay.
I mean, do whatever you think is best, but...
I'm gonna trust him. Of course I think ill of you. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. I don't, you know what? I don't care what you have to say.
Yes.
Be dead. Yeah. Try to kill me later. Oh, can I not get that? Oh, damn.
Oh, no.
Oh, well.
What is it?
I don't know. Who cares?
Wait, can you, like, jump on anything?
I like how he's a spider, but he's nice. So it's like almost by... It's sort of like a double bluff. You know what I mean? Like the game wants you to think, oh no, he's a good guy. But no.
No. No one's a good guy in this universe.
I'll get it later or something. It's not a big deal. What is it going to be? Spider parts? Like I really need that.
I don't know. Maybe he drops some madman's knowledge or something. That would kind of make sense, right?
Yeah, but I don't even need that. So
I don't know.
But anyway, I was, and I'm not a good student. Really, I like to understand things. I like knowledge, but I don't want to like do the schoolwork and whatever. You know, I was not a good student. I didn't pay attention. I was ADD as hell. And anyway, I just like to draw. So I love this lecture hall because you can do this. This is probably satisfying for a lot of people who hated school.
With those shitty chairs.
Yeah.
The kind that you catch your hair on.
I love this scene.
If you have long hair.
You know, it's just so beautiful.
It is very nice.
Okay, here's my theory. I think it's because I was raised with the Harry Potter movies. Those were coming out when I was a wee lad. And like Chamber of Secrets is my favorite, and a big part of the reason for that is because you get to spend so much time at the school in the classes. It's so long, you know? You get the time in Defense Against the Dark Arts with Kenneth Branagh, and you get, and like, I don't know what other classes they go to, but they go to like herbology, they do potions, they do...
Care of Magical Creatures and Transfiguration and all of it.
Wait, do they do Care of Magical Creatures and...
And the third one for sure.
I'm specifically talking about the Chamber of Secrets.
In the Chamber of Secrets? I don't think so. I'm going to feel really stupid if I'm misremembering this right now, but...
Anyway, you spend a lot of time at the school, is my point. And I love the aesthetics of school. I love the aesthetics of like a room like this. Like a college, especially.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, schools in the U.S. don't really look like this. It's really universities that are more kind of opulent with their architecture.
Right. Yeah, no, it's totally true. And
typically, not always, but you know.
Yeah. No, for sure. But I like the aesthetic of it. I like the idea of it. And honestly, if I could do anything, I would love to own like a Hogwarts type school like where I would teach and also just, you know, run the school. Like my aspirations amount to being Dumbledore. Basically.
I want to do his job.
Yeah.
I think it's a noble profession. I think education will always be important no matter what time we live in.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth pursuing.
Well, I just felt like sharing because we're at this school and it just makes me think of it.
Yeah. No, I think that's cool.
There's also
respect.
There's I think another thing that had a part in this is this sort of well, maybe not that obscure, but it maybe is now. And I don't even want to pronounce the author's name because I feel like I've been saying it in my head this whole time, and like I think I'm saying it wrong. There's a series called the Air series. It's a very typical kind of like young adult, you know, whatever, fantasy.
Right.
And the idea is it's one of these like fantasy things that takes place in the real world. So there's fantasy elements,
but it's still the same.
But it's still
world.
It's the real world. So it's like kind of like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And in the Sorcerer's Heir, there's a school, kind of like what I'm talking about.
Sounds very similar to Harry Potter.
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit darker. It's not a fun school.
That's a bad school.
Yeah.
That's a terrible school.
But anyway, her name is Cinda Williams Chima.
I don't know about that.
I must be butchering that.
Well, it's fine.
Cinda. Why am I plugging this old book? But anyway, series. But I really like that. I like those. The first like 4 or whatever. The first 3, something like that. I read that as a child and I internalized it. I don't know how you feel about school, but
I have pretty good feelings about school. I had bad feelings about the people I went to school with, but I really liked school.
Yeah.
And I tried to be a good student. I think I was.
Try to be a nice noodle.
I was a good student all the way up until I got to high school. And then I went through some things and I didn't care so much.
And then you were more like Harry Potter and Prisoner of Azkaban, wearing his shirt all untucked and shit. Like a real badass.
Yeah, like how a badass does.
Because you actually had uniforms. Did
yeah,
you
I did. And not even like semi-cool ones, just like polos and khakis.
Yeah.
They expanded it so that we could wear black and navy as well.
Wow. How accommodating.
I know. No logos. No, everything had to be plain. But obviously, there were, you know, you found ways around it. Yeah, and like...
Oh, dude, what the fuck, man?
Whoa. He hurts.
This is a...
Skittery boy fought back.
Skittery boy, yeah.
He's had enough of your shit.
Yeah. Yeah!
Yeah! I'm too excited. My name's Brennan.
He only drops twin blood shards, dude. He's not even... This is past Yargul. Like... Oh,
yeah.
But there's a bunch of them. That's what it is. They just... Okay.
It's Yargul.
Forgiven.
Sarah.
So
talking about school.
We're talking about Harry Potter. Who's your favorite Harry Potter character? It will tell me something about you. Oh, there he is, that rat bastard.
There he is, Mr. Patches. Gosh, that's such a hard question. I really like Luna. Luna Lovegood. I think she's wonderful.
And by the way, might I add, I personally believed that your Harry Potter analog, in other words, the Harry Potter character that you're most like, is Luna.
Aw. Well, I think that's sweet, maybe.
Yeah.
It means that I'm kind of weird and quirky, I guess.
Yeah, you're quirky.
I don't know.
Sure, quirky.
I don't know what to make of that, but
yeah. No, you're just you're just quirky. That's what's wrong with you.
Anyways, but when I was a kid, watching
damn you,
and reading
damn you,
Harry
damn you.
Potter for the first time, Hermione was definitely my favorite. She
I don't
was
know
my
how you
role
were
model.
reading and watching at the same time. That sounds really stressful.
Well, I just mean, like, I read the books when I was in elementary school, and I also watched the movies at a later time. I was kind of like, you know, I was obsessed.
Yeah.
Well,
I know.
let's be clear.
Yeah. No, I know you were.
I played
But-
like the old PC games and stuff.
But no, I mean, my assessment of that is, you know, I think that makes sense. And not only that, but I think Hermione is a good character for, you know, young girls to kind of aspire to, or just people in general, just like.
Yeah, I mean, she's brave, she's smart.
Yeah, she's
a good
she's
friend,
loyal. She looks out for her friends. Yeah, like all desirable qualities.
And yeah, I guess that's kind of what I
But yeah,
I aspired to be.
But she still has an edge. I mean, at least in the books, you know.
Yeah, and I think she does in the movies too. Like, remember that scene when she punches
does.
Draco in the face?
And she was like, "That felt good."
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she does. She does. But more so in the books. And yeah, but I think no, she's a well-written character, honestly.
I actually dressed up as Hermione for Halloween one year.
Halloween.
You make fun of my pronunciation every time, but
I'm sorry. I
you can't even help yourself.
I know. I'm really not even. By
Like,
the way,
I just know that when I say it, there's going to be an echo on your side of the room.
by the way, it's not like even a mean-spirited thing. I seriously just grew up in a household where we just did that. Where it was just like someone says something funny and you make fun of them. You
Like,
just immediately jump down their throat and beat them with their
Halloween.
with their correction.
It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But I mean,
that's fine.
yeah, it's not. It seriously is not like a mean-spirited thing. It's just like
funny. It's all funny.
yeah.
We talked
just
last
appreciate
time about how we can laugh at anything.
exactly. Yeah. So shut up and laugh.
Ha ha ha. I'm so funny.
Anyway, sorry. You dressed as Hermione for Halloween.
Yeah, there's really not much to say about that because I really didn't have to do much besides put on the tie and like the robes and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I kind of had like frizzy, wavy hair already.
You had
buck
Hermione hair.
teeth. She had buck teeth in the books. I just want everyone to remember that. Emma Watson, very cute. But she's supposed to have buck teeth.
Yeah. Very very cute, Emma. But
Very cute.
if we could go it up a bit, that'd be great. Imagine if Chris Columbus gave her that direction.
If we could be a little more uggo up in here,
Yeah.
that would be weird. But yeah, I was like Hermione if she was ugly.
I was like Hermione. Yeah, no, I mean,
Cool story.
That's the other thing. Like, I mean, I'm making fun of this point, but it's an important one to touch on, and that is that she was. I mean, Hollywood's different, movies are different, right? But from a writing perspective, it's really actually very cool that she was written to like she's not a pretty character. Like she's a young girl and whatever, but she's not inherently like, you know, beautiful on the outside. Or, you know, at least I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Like
I
she can be
mean,
a virtuous, sympathetic character and it's not
It's not all about the material,
looks.
the looks. Yeah.
And she probably like she's written to sort of just be like a late bloomer, right? Like she just and which is emblematic of her, you know, progression as a character. I mean, right?
Yeah. No,
So-
I get what you're saying. And I
it's
think
like,
I like that about her as well. Maybe some part of me
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
like
can relate to her better that way.
it's like saying you don't need the sort of beauty to be a good person, but all along, like, you were a beautiful person anyway. You know?
That's very beautiful, Brendan.
Thank you.
I might just cry.
Okay.
I might shed a
I mean,
little.
you can if you
I
want.
might just shed a little nostalgic tear
If you want to, sure.
for the death of my childhood.
Yeah.
Seriously, when the last Harry Potter book came out, I went to like a party with my friends at Barnes and Noble. It was kind of lame.
You went? Wait.
There was like a final book party at Barnes and Noble. Yeah, and
I didn't know they did that.
I don't really know how to explain it. Like you
it's
waited
like a release party, like
yeah.
like when a big video game comes out or something.
Yeah, and like everyone dressed up if they wanted to.
Are you gonna push me, dude?
Push me, bro.
Is he not gonna push me?
You put the sparkles down. I know you want to.
Come on, man, push me.
Push me.
Because I killed him. He's not gonna push me now. He's like, no, you don't get to do my quest because you killed me in the other world.
You don't get to push me.
Okay, well, whatever.
Maybe I'll push you somewhere else.
Well, I would like to, because when you go down there, you have no fall damage.
Oh, and it's a good way to go down there, and yeah. I see.
I need to get that. How do I get up there? What the?
Go up the ramp.
Oh. Okay.
Glad we figured that out.
And it's 2 blood vials, meanwhile.
2 little blood vials. What was I saying?
Death of Your Childhood Party at Barnes & Noble.
Oh, yeah. So we like all dressed up, and all 2 of us, just me and my
all 2 of us
friend. And we got our copy of the book when it like officially came out.
That's actually, no, that's awesome. Like, first of all, I don't really go there anymore. And I'm not going to take a stance on Barnes & Noble, okay? That's not, if you came here for that, get out.
You know what I go to Barnes & Noble for now is to look lost.
Yeah, that's funny.
I absolutely love that.
Time to look lost at a Barnes & Noble. God, that was great. That was good stuff. But, but I loved them as a kid. Like, because I loved books as a kid. And, I mean, I still do. But I feel like I never loved them more than when I was young. And and being at like a Barnes & Noble and like just the smell of like the Barnes & Noble Starbucks and the scent of like paper.
Ugh, the coffee and the book
these are all
smell.
These are all very Hermione things to say, but
ugh, it's so good though.
I know. It is.
I still love Barnes & Noble.
Yeah. Yeah, and for that, I feel like it earns some credit with me.
That's my stance.
It's just I mean, it is a shame. I'm not going to say it's not a shame that, you know, large corporate, I mean, everything puts the small places out of business.
This video is not going to age well. You're going to be watching this in a time when there's no books anymore, and you're going to be like, what's a book? I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Help me.
Barnes & Noble just sells you, like, knowledge IVs that you inject in your veins. I don't know why I took that. My poison was running out.
Yeah, so you think books smell like blood in the future. So
what?
I don't know. It's getting weird and surreal.
Yeah, they're like, I don't actually, what, the smell of books? That doesn't sound good. They smell like a hospital room to me.
Yeah, because you just get books injected into you.
Dude, I wish I could get a book injected into me. That'd be great. Like the Matrix.
Me.
That's my favorite part of the whole Matrix. That everyone else is like, oh, the part where they do the big shooty shoot. I'm like, no, dude. Like, if you could install,
I didn't say words, just there.
Knowledge of something onto your brain, like it was a hard drive. That'd be awesome.
Always wished I could do that.
A little broken though, because then it's like you don't have the experience of like putting in the effort to learn something or discipline yourself or whatever, pick up a skill. Like you just have it. But at the same time, you have this skill, so I don't know. Like, for instance, you know, I don't know kung fu like Keanu Reeves does, but maybe if I just downloaded kung fu, I would have the discipline to just go and that's what they do, and I would have the discipline to go and just like practice kung fu, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
The closest I've ever gotten to that level of satisfaction is just like memorizing textbooks.
Yeah, I
would study and I would like picture the book.
That's another thing. I was talking about books earlier. I hate textbooks. I seriously don't think I've ever learned anything from a textbook ever.
Really?
Yes. I despise them. I'll learn things from books. I'll definitely pick things up, but I've never learned anything from a textbook. I think I really think it's safe to say that I've not once learned anything from a textbook.
Well,
No.
I don't think that textbooks are my preferred method of learning, but I
should have
think
taken the sedative.
they're definitely a valuable method.
I just don't get it. Every time I would get a new textbook, I would look at it and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to learn about this. Cool. And whatever. I mean, apart from
Do you smell it?
No. Apart from British literature, when I took that class, it was it's not a textbook, it's an anthology. So it's all of the great literature, and it was a series of anthologies, really.
Yeah.
So it covers the entire span of important British literature, and that's different. I definitely learned from that, but just a regular textbook, no. It's a science textbook or something, on some subject I know nothing about. I mean, math, but only because you practice the problems in them and do them over and over and you check the back and you
kind of work through it.
Yeah. And even then, I grew up with YouTube. I would seriously go to math classes where I would sit there, I would learn the first concept, the most initial nascent fundamental version of the concept. And I would get that. And then they would go on, and I'd be a little shaky on that. And they would keep going on, and I would be left behind. And then they would go 12 iterations onwards, and I would have no idea what the fuck was going on. So...
That's a nightmare for me.
Yeah, not good for me. And I wouldn't learn from the textbooks either. So
YouTube came along.
Right. And literally, after a certain point, I would just learn math from YouTube videos where I would just, type in, that chick that writes on the glass, shout out to her. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. Well, I thought that was more relatable, but...
I thought that it was funny that you were getting so specific.
Yeah. Well...
But shout out to that person for helping Brennan do math.
A bunch of people, but...
Ooh.
I would, this is just a shortcut back. I would,
Spoop. Oh God,
shit.
Shortcut to
Dude.
hell.
What? Are you kidding me?
Damn.
Okay. Well, at least I unlocked a shortcut, I guess.
Yeah.
I've never done that before.
That was weird.
I just fell through the elevator.
Well,
I'll go pick those up and then we'll call it, I guess. But,
yeah, just to wrap up.
At least I got the shortcut. Jeez. But, anyway. Finish what I was saying about that. I would seriously just put it into YouTube and watch a video on how someone did it. And I'd have to watch it over and over and practice it. And then eventually it would click. Because that's how not logic-minded I am. And that's how long it takes me. And it just takes me longer.
And that's perfectly okay.
I know it's okay. You don't have to pat me on the head.
It's okay, Brendan.
Okay.
It's okay. You're gonna be fine. Look, we made it back. Here we are.
Yeah, hopefully they're not, in oblivion. Okay,
yeah, that would suck.
All right, well, we got them back.
Awesome.
So next time, we're going to go over there and kill Amygdala, I guess, right?
Yeah, I guess that's
That'll
the
be
next
fun.
thing to do. After
I got
we
a good
kill
long
this
sword
dog.
for it. Yeah, after I kill this sick dog.
This big, sick dog. A nasty puppy.
You nasty puppy. Get off the table. Stop dragging your ass across the table, you nasty puppy. Put that torch down.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us for another episode.
Thanks for joining me while I disassociate.
Whatever the fuck this is.
Yep.
We'll be back here again tomorrow at 11 a.m. for more Spooktober's
It's
spooky
only
scariness.
Mid-Spooktober.
Yeah.
The Spooktober train carries on.
It's still going.
Chug along with us next time.
Chugga 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 wugga. You know what they say?
All right.
Bye.
Bye.